Hi, I'm Yoav, CEO of Stratasys, and I'm excited to spend a few minutes with you sharing my thought on where additive manufacturing stands on its path as an industry and how we are driving adoption by breaking down barriers and delivering unique value to manufacturers. We have all seen over the past months and years a variety of headlines and stories about the health of the AM industry. There has been a lot of talk about the challenges we face. But I believe that there is another story to be told. If you zoom out from the day-to-day and just look at the full picture. So I want to take a step back and elevate ourselves and talk about perspective. Additive manufacturing is no longer about proving possibility. AM has matured. Leadership now means execution, not experimentation. It's about having the patience, resilience, and conviction to scale something extraordinary, responsibly, deliberately, and with the user at the center. I know that all of us believe in additive. We are believers because we have the patience, the resilience, optimism, and mainly the perspective to look at this wonderful thing that we call AM, and have the conviction to say that we will do it. I'm going to take us through the perspective. It's simple. What we are seeing now is an industry that has struggled over the past 2+ years. We have macroeconomic headwinds on one end, pushing the market, and we have the low end shaking up the market. This is a positive shift. It's driving the market forward, and we are already seeing early indicators. We all understand that industrial hardware sales have been down for a while, and we have had too many headlines about poor financial performance, bankruptcies, and consolidation. We are beginning to see a rebound, and it is important that this upward trend continues. There are ups and downs, and they are a part of any CapEx industry, including additive. If you zoom out a bit, you will see that there is a clear historical precedent for industrial technologies. Their adoption takes time. Here is a comparison of the total market size over time of additive manufacturing versus industrial digital printing, UAVs or drones, CNC machining, and solar power. It took decades for each of these industries to achieve significant growth. As you can see, AM is the blue line, and we are relatively ahead of both solar and CNC machining. This slide should give you a sense that while there are challenges, we are not alone. We are on a similar journey to many other manufacturing technologies. Let's dive deeper into the history of CNC to understand how we compare. CNC machining was introduced in the 1950s, but didn't see widespread adoption until the late 1970s and early 1980s. By the 90s, CNC machining had become ubiquitous in industries requiring precision parts. Here are some of the early barriers to adoption. They were bulky and costly. They were reliant on computers that were still not advanced. They required specialized knowledge to manage, and there was no standard programming. There were lots of errors, and they were not reliable. Manufacturers preferred manual machining as it was good enough. Does this rhyme with what we have heard about barriers to the adoption of AM? I think so. So what changed? In the 1970s, affordable microprocessors enabled smaller, more economical CNC controllers. User-friendly interfaces and standard code programming and CAD software became commonplace, making it much more accessible. Reliability improved while there was an increase in high-precision complex parts. Companies began to realize that they needed CNC to stay competitive on quality and flexibility. They were on what I call the critical path for manufacturing. Now let's examine the growth of the low end and its impact on industrial 3D printing. According to our data, the high and low end mostly move together. While they may compete in certain area, as a whole, both ends are moving the industry forward and growing the total pie. Let me explain the argument. What's happening on the low end will ultimately push all of us toward accelerated growth. We can start with the low end and low requirement applications like rapid prototyping. The characteristics we see are low cost, parts are good enough and they are easy to use. At the other end of the spectrum is the high end with high requirement such as parts for aerospace. They require reliability at the manufacturing grade levels, materials that meet the demands for high performance, seamless integrations across the whole workflow, and they must be secured in our digital age, achieving standardization and certification. There is also a middle ground where you find applications like tooling. This is a gray area where both low and high end are fighting for their place. The requirements are straightforward and well established. The quality is good enough, part performance is strong, reliability is considered sufficient. So how is this good for all of us? When the low end succeeds, we see more awareness on both organizational and individual levels. You are building knowledge and skills. People are thinking about AM and are more comfortable with it. Ultimately, this spurs penetration. On the high end, we continue our campaign to further penetrate the market by providing our unique value to address specific needs and then open doors for the next use case or application. We do this by lowering the TCO and cost per part across the entire workflow, providing full end-to-end solution. We are standardized practice and tools. We meet part criteria and standards. Finally, we are integrating with other systems. Now that we have seen that our situation is not abnormal based on historical precedents, and we have thought in a new way about the dynamics of the low and high end, the question remains, what's next? Stratasys recently completed a survey of more than 300 senior decision makers across the manufacturing industry. They mostly come from North America and EMEA, and the majority represent industrial goods, machinery, aerospace, and automotive sectors. We will publicize a report later on this year. But I want to give you a peek into some results that are indicators that we are getting closer to a breakthrough. Users are happy with Additive. Among those using it for industrial printing, 94% are either very or quite satisfied, with 54%, more than half, indicating that they are very satisfied. This should be an incredible source of momentum for further penetration into manufacturing. We can see that among respondents who do not currently own an industrial printer and either outsource or use low-end machines, 87% plan to purchase an industrial printer in the next 1 to 2 years. Customers will scale up, and this is where the opportunity lies for the high end. Those who do own a printer will continue to use it more and more. 89% of respondents plan to use their industrial printers more or significantly more in the next 2 years, while that figure stands at 90% for those owning a desktop printer. AI, I'm addicted, I admit. It's turning the whole value cap on its head. Why? Because for years, software, digital, cyber, all of the value has been there. You have a good algorithm, you know how to license it, you are the king. You enjoy a nice gross margin. I believe this is no longer the case. The value has moved. AI provides all access to knowledge, but also to design. It has made ideas and design significantly cheaper. You generate the idea, you design it, you simulate it, but then you build and print it and close the loop on quality. AI has impacted the ideation and design, but there is no value to your idea or design if you cannot create it physically. If AI is the designer, AM is the actuation layer. So while AI has taken value away from traditional software tools, it's created additional value for the physical creation. When I look at it this way, our future is bright. I don't want to be in any other industry. So, I hope our time has brought you a new perspective. When you put the indicators and the drivers together, you see we are in the right spot, on the winning path to growth. There is no doubt. I hear it from customers. We are moving in the right direction. It is in our hands to do it. There is no magic. We are on the right course if we listen and create the right relationship with our customers. It will usher in a new age of AM adoption at scale. Thank you.